Hello, Aries. How are you guys doing today? Hope all is well and you're staying healthy, safe, and warm. Welcome back to my viewers and my subscribers. And a big hello and welcome if this is your first time visiting my channel. I appreciate the time that you guys take, even if it's just a minute, right? To stop by and visit. We all know that time is linear, and once it passes, it's gone. So, you know, thank you for spending that amount of time, no matter how in depth or long that is. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Today's reading is going to be focusing on your healing and inner person due to the COVID-19 and many of the restrictions that are being placed upon every single one of us as far as the collective is making us very emotional, such as full of fear, anger, frustration, being in the home, not being isolated. But we really need to think about things and really look at things. Sit down and understand that nothing just happens, right? So nothing just happens, and no such thing as coincidences. But I will tell you, Aries, use this time wisely. All of us are, and I think you should too. Focus on all the things that you are always too busy to address or to change. Relationships of all kinds in your home. Children, stepchildren, spouses, siblings, family members. It's time to go back to the basics and fix whatever it is we never had time to fix. So let's use that as as something to improve on. Aries, you have a lot of family energy coming through for you on this. A lot of, I'm not going to say arguing. I'm going to say more or less along the lines of differences. A lot of miscommunications, expectations. Expectations of any kind always leads to disaster and hurt and pain. We shouldn't expect things from individuals. The only things we should expect anything from is from ourselves, right? And with these changing times, we cannot change a single thing that is coming our way or anything that affects us that we have no control over, but we sure have all the control over how we react and how we choose to spend this time, right? Many of you are having to take on extra burdens. I'm feeling it. Whether it's additional family members, extended family, parents, whatever it may be. The only thing that's going to be of use to you and assist you in becoming successful and not storing all this kind of frustration and stress inside you is speaking about it in a very patient and understanding way. We know that communication is a three-way, right? So you can have upward communication, downward, and lateral. So let's stick to the lateral communication, okay? And understand that the divine always throws things at us for a reason. A lot of us have been halted completely in our tracks for a reason because we haven't listened. We haven't listened to the lessons. We haven't listened to the signs we've been given. So what does divine do in his almightiness, all-knowing? Puts us in this situation. So surprise, folks, you know, we all have a lot of learning to do, and we're all being redirected as far as each trajectories that we are going through, okay? All right. Collectively, we are going through a very stressful time. And we will get through this, but we're going to have to learn as individuals, right? And we're going to have to face ourselves and process now that we have the time and no more excuses. And I include us and we in this because I am no different than you guys are. So it's time, too funny, on the bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. So we need to work on ourselves. We need to work on our shadow selves the most, because all of us have just stored that away, far, far away, where we don't acknowledge it. It doesn't exist. But unfortunately, with everything that's going on now in COVID-19, the planetary alignments, there is no choice. It is a must. And either everybody talks about it all over the internet, right? There's two sides. You can call it what you want to call it, right? But all of y'all who are gifted in clairvoyancy, crystal children, indigos, whatever you may be, showtime. Literally, showtime. Seriously. So all right. Your cards are just popping everywhere out. Aries, all right. I'm going to focus this reading on your energy as a whole, Aries, as a whole, complete, as far as yourself, your energy, and what is hindering you and what is helping you. From there, we're going to take a look at your three aspects of your world. One being family and loved ones, second being career, financial, and third, but not least, yourself. You. Remember, you're the most important person there is, and you cannot help anybody else until you help yourself. Okay, Aries, so let's see what we got going on here. Remember, these are general readings, and they will not resonate with every single Aries there is out there, but let's use common sense and understand that you just didn't click on this for nothing. So I am more than positive that either some, if not majority, of what the cards are going to speak about today, and divine, Holy Spirit, and Trinity, it is going to be something that it's going to help you and just confirm that you are on your right path. So the future is always changing, ever changing. We can change it by our thoughts, actions, and free will. So nothing is ever set in gold. All right, here we go. Let's start your reading, Aries. Ooh, a lot of family issues. A lot. All right. Oh, wow. First card out, energy, High Priestess. Told you guys. Interesting. All right. All right, Aries. Your overall energy for this week, second week of April, is the High Priestess and Upright. There's been a lot of work that you've been working on, and you have, for once, right? You've begun to listen to your intuition, to listen to the voice inside of you, right? That you have previously not listened to make decisions, and very important ones. So that's always good to know, right? You know, hindering your progress and hindering your thought process and your actions are, right? The Six of Swords upright. There's been a lot of thought going in your mind, Aries. You're a fire sign, you know, your action, right? Your motion. But here lately with this COVID-19 and whatnot, prior to that, you haven't already had a lot of issues, and you've had a lot of different things going on in your life around you. So the COVID-19 and its restrictions and its, you know, social distancing or whatever it may be, only was a catalyst to everything going on. So everything that you've been thinking of, whether parting ways, whether joining, changing. Now is the time for you. And, you know, you're at home now, you know, not like before. So you're seeing things for what they truly are, right? You're not seeing them as, oh, you know, I'm away from home all day, I don't know what's going on. No, you do know what's going on, Aries. And you're using your intuition. Don't stop using it, okay? Do not. So that's what's going to keep you 10 steps ahead of the game, okay? Your thoughts have been everywhere. Your thoughts have been in the past for, and this is not you, Aries, right? For a minute, yes, but not the way they have been in the past. Remember, Aries, what's in the past is in the past for a reason. We need to learn from it and move on. And if you keep kind of focusing on that, you're not going to do and you're not going to accomplish the things you were meant to accomplish, Aries. So all of the what ifs and could ifs and all that good stuff, then, you know, we need to let that go. Because if whatever was meant to be in your life is not in your life right now, then there could be 1,001 excuses. But when the person is meant to be in your life, when the person has any types of feelings towards you, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a love interest, then there is no excuses. They would be right with you. But in this case, Aries, they left. They ain't coming back. Oh, they are, but let's not focus on that. Let's focus on you moving on from this, okay? And remember, just take the lesson and continue to move. Why? Why would you want to become someone's second, third, fourth choice after they got tired of playing the field? So it's up to you. Right above you is the Ten of Cups. Very important, Aries. You're almost there. You've been going inward. You've been doing a lot of things for yourself. So just remember that, okay? This is what we're aiming for. Why the past is, or if anyone's coming back, or why it happened, that should not be any concern or hold any value in your thought process, okay? Because if they're not here, if they're not around, it's for a reason. They were driven out. So don't waste any more time. Waste time on the new and on using your gifts and intuition like you have been, okay? All right. So as far as energy around you and environment, we have the Seven of Swords upright, Aries. We have the Ten of Pentacles upright, and we have, right, interesting, the Eight of Wands upright. A lot of movement and really quick, right? The only problem is this, right? Whatever it is that's being presented around you, whether it's a partnership of any kind, a job, please be careful and understand that the person has hidden agendas. I'm not saying that that's for everybody, but I'm saying that just be careful that whatever you choose and what's coming quickly, right? Ten of Pentacles, all that glitter is not gold, right? So just be careful with that, because there are many underlying plans, Aries, about it, and you need to be aware of that, because once you go into it or you sign anything as far as this venture, it's not going to be in your favor, okay? It might seem like it is, but it is not. So just be cautious about any type of offers, selling of real estate, monetary contracts. Just be careful, okay? Just read it thoroughly and make sure that it is really in your best interest, okay? Not theirs. As far as finances and as far as monetary, Aries, a lot of burdens, a lot. And this has to do with the type of responsibilities that you have and that burden you down, right? Because this is a lot of responsibility, whether it's extra parents in the house or in-laws or everyone or children. Remember, we have to understand that we're all adults and we all have free will, correct? So we learn and we become independent and we help ourselves. So the more you help other individuals by just giving them things or making them comfortable, that's not doing nothing but enabling behavior. And like I said, you know, please, if it does not resonate with you, then don't, it's not a big deal. But for majority of you, we need to let that go, and we need to provide them with the tools and education, right? And so that they can handle themselves and they can take care of yourselves, because by doing so, then you'll have time for you. Okay, Aries? Again, for your finances and your career, job, we have the World upright and Judgment. Aries, there's been a lot of things that have been done, whether behind your back, knowingly or unknowingly, that have affected your finances, that have affected the positions you hold in your current timeline, job and or position, right? So Aries, pretty soon here, there will be justice served, okay? But I do want to tell you to be cautious and approach things carefully, because what I'm seeing here is that whatever it is, just, I don't know who this is for, but whoever creates reports in their job and sends it to the above, please save a copy for yourself of the original, right? Because there's going to be someone that is going to be let go, or is going to be reprimanded for something that is totally unfair. But justice will be served and you will be safe. So just be cautious. Blind copy. Hint, hint, blind copy. Whatever you send out in reports, whatever you send out having to do with your business or job, whatever it may be, blind copy yourself, because 2-3 weeks down the road, you will see that you'll be thankful for that. Okay, so everything is good. Keep doing what you're doing, but just, I can't emphasize enough, any report, any type of calculations and or turn into, your boss or, whatever executive staff, you need to ensure that you blind copy yourself, and then 2, keep the original, okay? Just saying. Now, family members, loved ones, significant others, all right? A lot of confusion, okay? We got the 7 of Cups upright. We have the Page of Swords upright. And we have the 2 of Wands upright. Aries, I can tell you off the bat, whoever you let go of, whoever you parted yourself with is, I'm not going to say stalking you. What they're doing is they're childish, and they're asking everyone and visiting if you have social media and finding out what you're doing, okay? But do understand that this person, whoever it is coming back soon, and he's coming back. I'm seeing the 22nd through the 28th, okay? So there's spying, there's a lot of mischievousness, there's a lot of immaturity. So Aries, understand, and understand that it might not be your best interest, but whatever it is that's coming towards you, understand that they have nothing but ill intentions, okay? So use your inner guidance and use your own intuition to make that final call. You've been thinking about this for a long while, right? It's time to move out of this. It's time to make a move. Anything you've been thinking about, Aries, as far as wanting to do, career, loved ones, whatever it may be, you have the intuition, you have the knowledge. You're going to have to use it, and you're going to have to make the move. Making the move is not easy. It's always easier said than done. You always hear all these enlightened gurus, right? And they say, oh, well, you have to be positive, or, you need to attract it to you. That is correct. But at the same time, it's always harder when you have to do it on your own. So I would suggest that you take it cautiously. There's a lot of confusion, a lot. But one thing's for sure, you are not confused, because what is being done to you. You know what you will no longer tolerate, and you also this is nothing new to you. You've just been planning, right, strategically how to exit the situation. Job, relationship, marriage, right? Now is the time. Okay, now, so whatever it is that you were confused about has now revealed itself to you, and the person that this involves with has nothing but ill intentions, selfishness, and unfortunately during this quarantine and everything else, you know, they can't afford to stand on their own. They never did. So before, they treated you as an option, right? So now you're important because now you serve them. Remember that, Aries. Okay? You're better than that. All right. For the week coming up, looks like a very busy one, Aries, but you are gonna, you have everything, you have all your ducks in a row, and you have everything planned out. Okay? What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to go ahead and clarify some situations that you have going on and see what it is that we need to do and what emphasis we need to place on situations. I'm going to start with work because that's what's really pinging. Pinging. That's correct. The 22nd through the 28th, April. Be cautious. Always save your work and your spreadsheets. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, Aries. Here we go. Balance yourself. 31, right? In numerology, 31 is a what? A 4, right? So, balance yourself, meaning to release yourself from any extra burdens that do not belong to you, and understand that we live in a world of duality, right? Nothing is ever perfect, nothing is ever all good or bad, but do understand that you are worth more than just a second or third option, right? In a job position, as a significant other, whatever it may be, Aries. So that's something to take in consideration, and understand that basically balance yourself, ground yourself, okay? Ground yourself, because when you're not grounded and you have chaotic energy coming at you, being the fire sign that you are, you sometimes act and speak in out of emotion, and that's what puts you in a spot that you don't want to be. Life is a dialect, right? So you have the ability to manifest things. You either bring them in or you bring them out, right? It's time for you to focus on yourself, Aries. And it's time for you to understand that it is not your job and it is not your mission to save every single person, whether it's in your family or your circle. We're all adults. We're all adults. So therefore, there should be no excuses on that. You're going to have to slowly retract yourself back and work on yourself during this time, during this COVID-19 social distancing, because you really needed to distance yourself from many people in your life. And for those of you who are hearing and resonating with this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So use this as an opportunity to be able to make the decisions that are best in your, for the greatest good for you, Aries, okay? And all will be well. Working on yourself, Aries, is what needs to be your focus, okay, for this month and the month coming up. There will be a lot of different changes. There will be people returning, right, that you were an option for, and now, oh, never mind. So it's up to you, Aries. You're the only person that knows. So hang in there, continue to grow as a person, continue to hold yourself first and heal yourself first, so that when all this is over and you go back out into the world, then you will shine like the fire that you are, right? And pick up just where you left off in a better spot. So that's it, Aries, for you for April, all right, for the second week. Until next time, bye.